Episode 23 is titled The Body Heals Itself. Anecdotes about the ankle, rotator cuff, meniscus, and the trigger finger, and is dedicated to my spouse of over 4 decades. It was sometime in 1989 when I was on leave between ships and I just received a call with notice to join back in about 2 weeks' time. I was running down a flight of steps from my first floor home when I twisted my ankle. My father, a doctor retired from the armed forces, was at hand and inspected the ankle as it started swelling. He knew that I had to get back to my ship and relieve the captain on board in 2 weeks, and I would not cry off with an ankle excuse. The body part was swelling rapidly and with a lot of pain attached. The old man had recently been to an exhibition where a new device to reduce pain was on display. I think it was called myomatic microcurrent machine or something like that, wherein a low voltage pulsating current was administered to the injury site that apparently signaled the brain to release endorphins and kill the pain. He decided to take me to the clinic where they were offering this treatment, and sure enough, after 3 to 5 sessions, the pain had gone while the swelling remained. 2 weeks after the incident, I limped up a steep gangway, joined the ship, and relieved the master in the Adriatic with several ankle braces in my baggage. Throughout my time on board, I struggled with the ankle, which occasionally swelled up and gave me pain, and sometimes failed to provide support climbing up ladders and gangways. While on leave, my dear spouse would voluntarily tend to my ankle with the application of an Ayurvedic oil every night. The ankle never really healed for long and would continue to swell occasionally, offer me painful reminders of a quick fix not being an answer, while it collapsed occasionally. Subsequently, several years later, I quit active sailing, and my spouse's nightly administrations of an oil massage to that ankle continued. I think it was only around 2002 when I felt I could declare that the ankle was fully healed a full 13 years after the incident. Today, ankle sprains are treated like fractures and immediately put into a cast to render immobility. While I do not recommend that one skips the casting, which is the best remedy, I skipped it. Yet, the point is, the body healed itself, albeit it took about 13 years instead of probably 9 to 12 months to regain full strength and normality. Sometime in 2009, I had a painful left shoulder that screamed in protest when lifted above a certain point, as well as in many other positions. While the first step of physiotherapy didn't help, a friendly orthopedic surgeon diagnosed it as a rotator cuff injury, and I was directed to get an MRI to confirm the same, after which surgery was suggested. I declined and decided to rest it by reducing both my golf and my swing, while being conscious of the injury and taking care of it. A few exercises, and of course, the now familiar and concerned spouse who administered her nightly oil massages with those healing hands. It took over 6 to 8 months, but recover I did. The body healed itself. No surgery. Very often in today's world, with busyness and laparoscopic and keyhole surgeries that beckon, we want quick fixes to get back to doing nothing very much very quickly. You could do that, or you can let the body heal itself. Here, I'm happy that I allowed the shoulder to heal naturally over time, rather than subjecting myself to the scalpel, so to say. In early 2012, while bending my knees to get something from a lower shelf in the kitchen cabinet, I had a click sound and thought nothing of it until I tried to stand up. And oops! It was painful. I discovered later that the meniscus had torn. The now usual routine followed: consultation, diagnosis, surgery suggested and politely declined, and hoping that time would heal. A trip to Bhutan was planned in the next few months, and as I like trekking, I bought myself a heavy duty knee brace to help the knee on my walks in the hills. During the visit, I had expressed my wish to accompany the youngsters on a steep trek to Tiger's Nest one morning. However, they left early and quietly, thinking my knee would be better off without the hike. While they were probably right, as I might have slowed them down, I still felt dumped. I continued my life with a brace, going to work, even playing golf, and my knee getting my spouse's routine oil massage every evening. It must have taken 9 months to a year, and it tested my patience at times. But eventually, the patience paid off. I had a healthy meniscus and a knee without any surgical intervention. The body had healed itself. One needs to think whether a quick fix surgery is really necessary, or we let the body use its self-healing process to get one back on their knees, so to say, over some time. Come 2015, and I'm beginning to feel that as I age, body parts begin calling out to me. I wake up one day and discover that the center digit or finger of my right hand refuses to open and is seemingly locked. I coax it with the left hand and it pops straight up with a sound but without any pain. Yet every time I flex it, the digit is stuck. I am told by the doctor and Google that the condition is called a trigger finger, and a minor operation of releasing an A pulley within my palm will solve it. I fear the scalpel for many reasons, and so hurriedly declined the idea and headed home to the healing hands of the spouse, who once again, without any hesitation, begins to administer her touch to every evening. Between that, the granddaughter playing pop with the trigger finger, trying finger splints unsuccessfully, and various stretch and fold exercises, it took over 6 months when one evening during the spousal administrations to my finger, I suddenly realized that I was free of the scourge. I could probably have got a quick fix within a week by a simple surgery, yet I chose to avoid it and discovered yet once again that the body healed itself with time and gentle administrations of care. More recently, about 3 to 4 years ago, a good friend and golf buddy in his mid-70s was suffering sharp pains radiating from his back, and while it was interfering with his mobility, more importantly, it was interrupting his golf. Troubled, he sought opinions, both the first and the second, from specialists who independently diagnosed what is commonly known as a slipped disc or a prolapsed disc, and both opinions directed him to surgery. He was troubled, and while preparing both his mind and body for the scalpel, a friend suggested he visit a Dr. K, who was a physiotherapist, chiropractor, and holistic practitioner with a growing reputation for intervention, especially for patients recovering from sports or serious adventure sport injuries. As the friend procrastinated on the date of surgery, it didn't matter much to try a third opinion. Dr. K took him under the wing, and 3 to 4 months of regular treatment later, he was without pain and asked to take it easy for some time. 6 months after the first visit, he started swinging his club again, and today is back spreading his good cheer on the course. No surgery, some chiropractic treatment, gentle massages, and some exercising helped his body to heal and correct his situation. So, as I would agree that in many cases invasive intervention may be a necessity, my experience with bones, joints, and muscles tell me to give my body a chance to heal itself, even if it takes time. While I leave you with thoughts on healing and my good spouse, and you remember to like, share, subscribe, and follow, this is Captain John signing off.